This is a Kawasaki GPz900. It's been sitting for a little over 5 years, I think. My name is Manny, and I am on a mission to bring it back to running and riding state. I have very minimal motorcycle experience and I really don't know what I'm doing, but join me as we try to figure it out. This is episode 1. We start off with picking up the bike. My dad and I went to Home Depot to rent a van, and we picked up the bike from the garage it's been sitting in for a while.
Just picked up the bike. Ooh, the junk is heavy. Shout out Home Depot vans.
We transported the bike to another garage where all the work will take place, and this garage was my garage. This is a new space that I just gotten into and where I ended up doing a lot of my physical hands-on work. So let's begin.
You've seen the bike. Today is like first day hands-on, take it apart, sort of figure out where to start. I've been on a ton of forums and done a ton of research, try to figure out the first step, first action, and what to figure out. It's right there. And I've started taking apart some things, and I'll show you guys in a little bit some of the details and little knickknacks and hidden Easter eggs I found. But yeah, it's also my trusty Camry in the background. We're about to do some minutia, a little bit of work on it too. But yeah, stay tuned. So I found an old owner's manual. I took off the seat and whatnot, and that's the state right now. Currently setting up a stand for it. That's the state of the battery. Just copped a new battery. Oh, this bad boy for the motorcycle, and we're gonna test it out to see if it works. I just got a new battery for it, and I've connected the terminals, but I wanted to get I'm not gonna start it, but I wanna check the electronics and make sure they work. I tried to jump start it a while back, but it didn't. It started, like the lights turned on for a little bit, but then it went out. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get a proper battery and make sure I didn't blow a fuse or anything. So terminal's plugged in, about to put on the keys. Let me make sure y'all can see this. No life. Okay, let's troubleshoot. So turns out I was right. I did blow a fuse trying to jump start it, but luckily there's a spare that I'm gonna try real quick. Fuse box is coming to spare 30. Spare couple of fuses. And that 30. That guy's fine. So we're gonna plug that in. Okay. And we're gonna try again. Let's see. Okay, batteries are plugged in. Please don't blow. Dang, still nothing. It works. Okay, I think I got it. There's a loose connection with the battery, but it was the fuse. It lives. The lights are on. Let's go. Let's see headlight. Hazards are off. Left, right. Oh, you gotta see this. You gotta see this from behind. Tail light. That is it for today. We'll be back another day, maybe tomorrow or next, to actually really start this thing. I wanted to make sure the electronics were good. We've been troubleshooting, trying to figure out what's the first thing to fix. And next up, I think, is the fuel tank, and just like taking off body panels and getting that stuff off and just ready to figure out what's broken. But now we gotta get new fuses, or one new fuse, a fuse kit just to replace the 30 amps, or I think it's 30 amps. Yeah, see you soon. We are back with another day at the garage, and here are the things wrong with the motorcycle. Here are the things that are on the list. I've started taking some parts off it and trying to figure out what the first step of action is, the first plan of action is. And so the things I know off the top of my head are, one of the blinkers or the traffic haters is hanging off. The fuel tank is rusted and we need to sort of clean that out. I got a kit for that. I got a new battery, so that's good. Some of the panels are sort of broken. Those are done. And then because it's been sitting for so long, we have to do like oil change, spark plugs. We got to check all that, check the coils, the carburetor. That's also a really big one. We either have to rebuild or replace the carburetor, and like balance it. That's its own thing, and we'll get there. But yeah, we're making some progress, and I'm cooked, but we'll get there. But before we actually get started, I'm going to put this place in order because it's a mess, and I want to designate spaces for stuff so it's not just like all over the place. So I just put the garage bit in order. Dang, it's really getting warm out. But we are going to start stripping up some more parts off the bike and just get what we can get it off, and then we'll go crazy. But let's do it. So I just took up some more panels and the gas tank. And boy, it is fully rusted out. That is probably, you gotta see this, the crustiest thing I've seen in a while. It's a fuel filter. So I'm gonna have to start like ordering some parts with like fuel filters. I forget what this is called, but it basically lets fuel from the fuel tank into the engine. Yeah, this needs to be rebuilt as well. Fuel tap, I think. But yeah, that's it for today. For today, I'll be back probably tomorrow to reassess the damage some more. And I probably should have worn gloves. But there's a lot of work to do, and let's get to it. We'll also have to do some fuel lines and hoses because that stuff's just been sitting for a while. So a lot of it is crusty, just like cracking already. Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so it's another day. We are back in the garage, and today's goal is to take out the carburetors. We've taken out the fuel tank, we've taken out the, basically only the fuel tank, and we've taken a look at it, and we know we gotta fix it. But the next big thing is the carburetor. And after that, we'll have to rebuild the carburetor and just assess, make sure it works. And then we'll get to the engine with spark plugs and oil and all that good stuff. But let's do it. So this is the carburetor right in the middle, and it's connected to, I think, the air intake throttle system somewhere in here. And this part is like engine vibes. So again, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I do know this has to come out, and all these hoses and whatever's connected to it needs to be disconnected. So that's what we're going to be tackling right now. All right. So we just got done taking off the carburetor and body panels and the air box thingy. Yeah, the air box, I believe. And current state of things is we're gonna need a lot of body panels, but we saw that already. A lot of it is just cracked and old. I'm gonna do a hardware refresh, just like replacing bolts and stuff, but the carbs are out. The fuel tank is out. Those are the big jobs, the air box and air filter. Those are basic stuff. Next step is going to be checking out the engine and seeing the state of the oil. I opened it and I don't think there's any oil in it. It's probably just dried out. If there is, I'll have to drain it out and figure out and like dump it and replace eventually. But yeah, I think we're making good progress. For this video, the first part, we're just figuring out what's wrong with it, taking as much of it apart as we need to and figuring out next steps. So yeah, let's do it.
I didn't film an outro for this, but if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.